Good evening, everyone. Good morning in your time, maybe if you are in some places in the East. So good evening right now, and welcome to another cool session today. We have something great in dotNet Labs. So as you have seen, until the moment we have implemented many cool stuff. I think here we have like some good viewers over here, and we have some questions as well. So yeah, this looks like a very good session and an active one. Thanks for joining, everyone. So, in the previous video, we have implemented the playlists, get the videos related to that playlist, and we have done it from the videos and from like somehow all that stuff. So basically, if you have any questions regarding what we have implemented before we go ahead and get started, what we are going to do today is basically we will concentrate the most on the videos page, the video details page. So we will have a page that has the video, and then there's going to be the comment section below. And once we are done from this, we can move to the admin section by creating, updating, deleting videos and playlists as well. So this is what we are going to do. And before we go ahead, we have good questions. Is it possible to refresh the Blazor page in Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio without rebuilding the whole project? Yeah, I think we have implemented that in the previous session. Not implemented, we have shown that. You can just call the command .NET watch run, either on Visual Studio Code or in the Visual Studio. You can do this, and we are going to do this in this session. So once you update any file, just click save, and basically it's going to take responsibility for rebuilding the stuff and publish the application, so you can see your changes in the UI after like just a little bit. And regarding like developing using Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio, okay, this is a good question. Basically, there is two type of developers in the world, or maybe users. Like there is some like Linux users, and there is some Windows users like Microsoft fans, just like me. So in this case, Visual Studio always is more productive. You are more productive in Visual Studio. You feel more comfortable, and it helps you to do more with less. But Visual Studio Code, it's cool, but you cannot compare the editor. Visual Studio Code editor is, or the Visual Studio, the full IDE code editor is much better than the Visual Studio Code, the text editor out there. And you have more functionalities out there, and you can be more productive on Windows. But some people, like, they are working on Linux. This is why they prefer to go with Visual Studio Code, or because they don't have another choice. And some on Mac also do the same, but on Mac you still have the Visual Studio full IDE. But what I mean is, basically, some people also prefer something. I have seen like some do this, is they prefer Visual Studio Code just for the UI that's full of colors and full of code, so you can just feel like, hey, I'm a developer, I'm developing like very cool things. But yeah, when it comes to productivity or achieve more with this, yeah, I should go with Visual Studio. So here we have another question. Is there a way in Blazor server app to upload large 20 megabyte files to the server under the www root folder? Yeah, of course you can. You can manage that limit, but by default, there is two ways. I have published the video about uploading the files with Blazor maybe 9 months ago. It has been a long time. It's from the last year. In that one, I was using like a plugin called maybe Twir upload files or something. I just forgot about that name. You can set your own limit. And right now, after .NET 5 released with the Blazor WebAssembly, you can have the Blazor input or the file input. It's already like built in the .NET. And by default, it takes 500 kilobyte at the file. And but what you can do is you can increase the size as much as you want. So we are going to use it, of course, when you are going to upload the thumbnail of the video, maybe in the probably in the next session, if we are done like completely from the comments in this one. So right now, I think it's a good time to go ahead and get started with that. So I will share my screen. Okay, to this one. That's perfect. So here we go. Okay, before we go ahead, I will just run the project to make a very quick look of what we have implemented until now and what we are going to do basically in this session. So yeah, basically we'll show the video in the iframe, basically, because we bring the URL of the video from YouTube, and after that we are going to add the comments section that has some CRUD operations, and that's it. So in this case, we should be done. I'm trying to do my best to finalize all of this stuff just in one session. So here we go. This is what we have. If we click on videos, okay, trying to fit the videos right now. Okay, here we go. This is the first page because, as you know, we have implemented pagination as well. So if you scroll, okay, you will find here a button called Load More. If you click on that, so another set of videos will be featured. And if you go to playlists, so here we go, you can find all the playlists existing here in this place. And if you click on any of those, it will try to fetch the videos related for it, but we don't have, maybe this one. Okay, here we have a video. So right now, when you click on this video, we want to open it. We want to see the full UI and the link on the YouTube, or like the iframe that holds the video, and then the comments below. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So first, I will go to the solution explorer. Let's collapse all of this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go to Blazor, pages, videos, and I will create a new component. Sorry, I have created a component. I should create a Razor component. Yeah, it's different. I'm gonna call it like video. This one is just one video. So add. Okay, cool. So right now here we have first, we set the router of the page. I'm gonna increase the font a little bit, so like that, so you can see. I think this is better for you. So the router of this is /videos /details /ID over here. So we are going to take the ID and then we retrieve all the details, because maybe you know that from the video we can pass it from one component to another component, but what we need basically is to fetch it again, because then the video will be fetched with its associated comments. So this is what we want to do. So now let's inject some stuff. HTTP client, of course, like that. And I think we need navigation manager, just like that. And for this one, you see this one, when you put this in like curly brackets, so this means this is a parameter you are going to receive, and you can set its value here, parameter, public string, ID, get and set. So this is the ID of your like the ID of your video. So right now, we should write a function to go ahead and fetch the video with all its details from, if we go to the Swagger UI, so you can see over here that we have an endpoint videos, and there is this one, API/videos/ID, and it retrieves the full video details in addition to the tags and to the comments. So this is what we need. So let's go ahead and call this endpoint. I will create a function, private async task, fetch video async. I will take ID. Great. And yeah, let's add some just indicators. Pool is busy. Sorry for that. Just needs to be walls, just like this. Okay, cool. So this one is busy equals true, and busy over here equals false, like that. And to have a try catch, exception ex, this for ex.message. And for this one, our result equals the wait HTTP client dot get from JSON async. And what is the type that we receive? As you know, like the type we receive is operation response of type video detail. So operation response type video detail, like that. And here we should pass the URL. Okay, I'm just gonna make it a little bit. And it is /API/videos/ I forgot what was it? Yeah, /the ID. He passed. So that's it. You can see like it's pretty simple. And we can check here if the result is success. Then here, of course, we need to create a private video detail. Video detail, it's going to be null by default. And we'll type video detail equals result dot data. Okay. Other than that, show an error message. But this is going to be a to-do, not that important thing. We need to concentrate on the logic right now. So the video detail, as you know, it contains all the information that we basically we need to do. So the first thing we should do is we are going to have at is busy. So we should show a spanner, pfu spanner size equals pfu spanner size. Spanner size, okay, large. Okay, show a spanner whenever we are busy. And after that, what we should do basically else, if it's not busy. So the stuff we want to do is, first of all, let's create a grid, a public class ms grid. And let's create a row of class. Or yeah, you know, because we are the data just going to be on top of each other, I think we can go ahead and use BFU stack or Blazor Fluent UI stack. Yeah, it does the job right now. And here I will have an h3. This one will contain the video detail dot title, this, and then you'll have a p at video detail dot description. And what we need as well is sorry for that. I just I don't know what happened. Like the internet is working, but something happened. Sorry for that, guys. So yeah, what I have done is I basically just migrated the paragraphs I've put here, and I made an unordered list. So you can we can put all the details we want here. You can manage the style the way you want, but this one is good. And video detail dot, what we have is video URL, views, and this stuff. What we care basically about is, okay, I think this is just enough for now. And okay, cool. Now, between the title and the small details, we are going to show the iframe of the video. And so to do so, what you have to do is, I'm gonna go like to my YouTube channel, for example, and I'm gonna pick like any video, for example, this one. So let's click on share and take embed. This is the code that you want to show a video. Okay, let's close this one. And the video frame will go here. So here we go. I'm just gonna make it like that, so easier to read. So this is the frame that will contain the video. For now, I'm just going to specify the width for 800, for example, and this one is for 500. Let's see how it's going to look like. And for the URL, I'm just going to remove that, and I will type video detail dot video URL. So we bring this video from YouTube, and in this case, we are going to have that. And here I will add an HR, so just a horizontal line, and horizontal line over here as well. So in this case, we have the details on this stuff. And after that, here we're going to see the comments. It's going to be a separated component. So for now, let's see if the video is going to work or no. And I'm going to do this, click tab. Another thing that I have to check is it's going to be not busy, and at the same time, video detail shouldn't be null. Other than that, we are going to get an object reference exception, object null reference exception. Okay, so that's it. Right now, I'm going to the videos page. So whenever we click on any of the videos, here you see in the video ticket, we have the on ticket clicked. We need just to navigate to that component. So on video clicked, we go videos details / yeah, okay, that's great. And in the playlist page as well, we have the video ticket, and we should navigate to that one. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and use the one that you have asked me about to, because I'm in a Blazor server like hosted, we choose open in terminal. You have it here. Okay, cool. So the command that basically you have to write, I cannot just make this one bigger, but the command is dotNet watch run. Enter. So this one is going to build your project, and right now it's like under watching. So whenever you make any change and save it, it's going to be updated directly in the UI or in the browser. So let's just wait a little bit for that. So here we go. And because when you run it in this case, it's going to run under like this URL, and this URL will lead like to not show the thumbs, but let's go to videos. So you see, we're not going to see the thumbs right now, because if you remember from the API, we said the full URL of the image is not this port, but another one concatenated with the other. But okay, let's go for this page. And oops, nothing happened. And yeah, that makes sense, because we forget to call the function. I always like got into the same mistake. So this is the video.razor, and what we need to do is just simply protected async override task on initialized async, just like this. So you need to override this one, and we are going to type if string dot is null or white space the ID. If it's like this, then okay, navigation manager dot navigate to slash videos. If not, then okay, fetch video async the ID and the parameter. Okay, so you can check that when I just click save, it's going to rebuild directly without having to do or click anything. Let's do that. Okay, great. So right now, here you can see that we have the .NET Labs part 1, and those are the details of the video. If we make it like a little bit bigger, and this one, the video just showing like refused to connect for YouTube, and like this is something a little bit weird. I'm going to go back for YouTube to bring another URL, and I'm going to put it in my database. So let's take this one. I'm going to click share and choose embed. I'm going just to take this URL. Then I will go to the database. So here we are in .NET Labs, tables. Let's go for videos. Or I can just write a query, use .NET Labs, DB. Update videos, set video URL equals for this one. Cool. Now let's see if we refresh that, if it's going to work. Okay, here we go. Right now it's just working fine. So we have the video, and we have the title over here, and we have like the details that we want to see. But basically, we can make it, let's say, like awesome design, but if we would do that, the course is going to be too long. It's already like long, but so we are just going to focus on doing something that looks not bad and focusing on the details. So right now we have all the stuff. So you can see we have all the details of the video shown here. We have already implemented other details like the views and likes and all this stuff, but like once you understand this concept, it's going to be a little easy to follow with other actions. And I'm already going to make all of other actions like the visibility and like all other things that we already did in the database to implement them, and they are going to be available on GitHub. So right now, this is regarding the video details. What we are going to do right now is to show the comments. I think if we show the comments like on this side, it's going to be somehow a good idea. So the comments here and the videos here, the video details. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna just hide this. And right now, what we need to do is just to make this one is a PFU stack. We need to add a stack horizontally. So we have a stack like this, and it has the first part, which is this one, and the comments like going to be here. So let's do that by adding a parent stack as well. Okay, horizontal equals true. That this and okay, great. So for this one, I will add a PFU stack item, style, width is going to take 60% of the screen. Okay, great. And we will have a PFU stack over here, item, style, width 40%, and the comments basically will go in this section. So here is right now we can just simply go ahead and create the comments component. Let me save this to make sure that this doesn't affect like our UI over here, and it still has the same look. Okay, that's great. So right now there is a place for the comments over here. So let's go ahead and create the comments component. Meanwhile, I'm going to stop the project. So whenever I click save, nothing happened. Great. You can just stop it by clicking Ctrl+C over here, and you're just done. Now in the Blazor, in the pages, videos, I will create another folder. I'm going to call it comments, Blazor components, comments.razor, like that. That's cool. And for this one, the first thing that this this component is going to take is, of course, a list of comment detail. And yeah, here we have a new guest. Hi, dear. Thanks for joining. So we take the list. This is the first step that we need to do. And another parameter we need to pass is string video ID. So what is the ID of the video that those comments are related to? So comments list. Maybe this is already used somewhere else. Yeah, because the name of the component. So let's call it like comments list. And right now, what we can do is we still have this one. I'm going to have a dev class, comments list. And on top of the comments list, here we will have the form that will allow us to insert a new comment. So I will add dev class comment form. And this one will basically has an input and a save button. So let's go ahead and bring the input from the login page, oauth, login. Okay, let me take this one, put it here. And the label, so I will go to the resources, English, because our application just working in multi-languages. So we will type, should be here, comments. This is the title, and here we'll type content. Okay. So the label is going to be comments content here. And of course, we need to inject multiple things over here. The first one is the HTTP client. And the other one is the I language, container service language, just like that. So we have this one. This one is going to work. Let me copy this and use it here. Comments. So it's going to be localized. That's great. And we still have to bring the button from here. Let's go ahead and bring this button. Copy. I will paste that and submit. We should add a private field. Busy equals volts. And what we need to have right now is, okay, I don't think we need the login page anymore. Let's save that. Cool. And of course, we need a private comment detail model. By default, it's going to be initialized to a new one. This is the model that's going to be submitted for the server to add a comment. And this is just great. Now, another parameter we want to add is parameter, which is basically an event callback. We take comment detail, and this one will be the on comment submitted when we just insert a new comment. So this event will be fire. So this is great. Now I'm going to put this within an edit form. The model will be model. So as you can see, this one has just content, and other stuff, like the other properties, will be the video ID, which is the video ID. I think we need to initialize this in the on-initialized async. Protected override void on-initialized. So model dot video ID equals video ID. Okay, great. And this one, we can just keep it simple like that. This is great. So whenever we click this button, a new comment will be submitted. But before we do that, now let's go ahead and bring the list of comments or create a comment component and just so we can show the comments here. I'm going to make a for each for the comments list. And if the comments list is null, and check that, or I think we can check it here. If comments list is not null, okay. So what we are going to do is to iterate over each comment and add a comment here. So now let's go ahead and create the comment component. So I put the comments here without creating a folder for that. Okay, cool. Let me create a folder. Again and again, really sorry for this session. Like, it looks so distracting, but yeah, like somehow nothing to do about this. Okay, so we were styling the comment card. I have added the border, which is 1 pixel solid gray. And what I'm gonna do right now is to add a little padding for that. So about 5 pixel, and margin like 2 pixel. And okay, I think this is it. Now let's go to the comment card. I'm going to remove this, div class, comment card, and the other thing is to add ms depth 8. So you know this one, add the little shadow that you see and on the cards. We have used this in the videos and other stuff. So this one will contains h4. Here, let's take the parameter public comment detail. This is the parameter, and the comment will be shown at the following comment detail dot username paragraph add comment detail dot content, just like that. And we will have something here, which is basically a place so the people can reply for this comment. And this one, I'm going to bring this part. You can see this part. We are going to make it as a separated component. Then we can call it from here. So they can add a root component, or we are going to call it from the comment card. So it's going to be a reply for this comment, because we support the set of the replies. So right now we have this simple comment card. We are going to add the reply over here. Okay, cool. Now, what we need to show after that is we need to show the comment and we need to show the replies. And if we want to detect that if this comment is a reply or no, we can check the add comment dot parent comment ID. If this parent comment ID has a value, so this means like this one is a reply, and if it doesn't have a value, so this means okay, it's a normal comment or a parent comment. And in this case, all the is reply comments should be like aligned a little bit to the right side. And in that case, we need to add a little style for this. So for the comment card, what I am gonna do is to add dot reply comment, and in this case, what I will have is border 2 pixel, sorry, border left 2 pixel, solid 2. Let's go to the Microsoft Fluent UI page and bring some colors. Microsoft Fluent UI. So I will go to styles, colors, personas and groups. So I'm gonna bring this cyan blue. I like it. I'm gonna copy that. And then let's paste it over here. And what I will do in addition for this is I will give it just a little margin from the left side, like 10 pixel. So this is basically the reply comment. And we will check here, like if comment detail dot parent comment ID or parent comment ID equals null, then show nothing. Other than that, show reply or apply this class that's called reply comment. Okay, so basically this is it. This is how we are going to show all the comments of this one. Or if you don't want to use this, you can simply just say parameter public pool is reply, and here you can use this. If it's is reply, like this is we save some amount of code doing this, so this is more gentle. And yeah, so that's it. Right now we will add the reply button here if this is a main comment. But first let's move the form from the comment section to this one. And this component is basically, this is it. It's pretty simple. We need to have remove and edit, but first let's implement create and show. Then we will implement the rest. So what we do here, in each iteration, what you have to do is to show a comment card like that, comment detail equals item, and that's it. So look at that. This is like pretty simple. And after that, we will check here if item that replies not equals to null, and at the same time, item dot replies dot any. So this means there is some replies. So what you have to do is to do this, make a for each reply in the item dot replies. So first show the comment if there is any replies. So go ahead and show them here. This one is this one, and another property like is reply, it's going to be true. And this one will give it the style of the reply. So this will show the comments in this way. So look at that. And maybe I think we need to add over here. Or okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's see right now if this one is working. Let's give it a small test to show if the comments are going to be seen. So in this part here, I'm going to show the comments component, and it will take video ID equals @ID, and it will take as well the comments list, which is equals, I will have here a private list of comment detail, comments list equals, it's a read-only property, if video detail video detail, if it's not null, dot comments, it's also not null, dot toList. And we are going to bind this for this one. This is the comments list, as you can see, but I think we need just to give this comments list like just a little slightly style here as well. So let's add another CSS style sheet. Comments.razor.css. Comments list. We need just a slightly border as we do as well. Always like gray, padding 2 pixel, margin 2 pixel, and overflow. Why? So scroll. I don't need to scroll to that. I want to scroll this the comment section. So I'll give it a max height to 500 pixel only. So let's see how it's going to look like. This is the video, and all the stuff is just clear. Okay, that's great. That's great. Now, what I want to do is to submit some comments to the first video from using the Postman. So just to make sure it's just working fine. So I will scroll over here for comments. So we have delete, we have post, comments create. Okay, that's cool. Okay, great. So I have this one. This is the body, and this is the video ID. So let's submit this comment. I'm going to click on send. Let's see if it's going to be submitted. So I'm going to close this one and this one. It's stopping. Okay, we can run it from here. Okay. Meanwhile, we have some questions like I am unable to debug in a Blazor client, breakpoint not hit in a Blazor client, in a Blazor server able to hit. Yeah, basically in a Blazor server it's normal because it's a normal ASP.NET app. Like the browser has nothing to do with this. But the problem in a Blazor client, like if you create a new project and you are just using basically, okay, let me see. Okay, we are going to get back to the questions. Let's just make sure this one is working. And so, okay, we didn't get the comment because we are not authorized, so we have to log in. Okay, cool. Let's go to login. Gonna click on send. This URL right now. I'm gonna copy all of this. Set it over here. Let's change port to this one. Click send. Okay, the comment has been created. I'm going to submit another comment. Full video. Submit. And right now, I will submit a reply for this one. So parent comment ID is, this is the ID of the comment created. You'll type like thanks. Click submit. So okay, cool. Right now we have some data. Let's go ahead and refresh this page. Okay, still we got nothing. And simply because, yeah, we are in the wrong video, let's bring the video URL or the video ID that we are looking for. Okay, cool. But I don't see any of the comments over here. And simply because if I go to the video page, video detail, comments list. Okay, I think I need to set a breakpoint just to make sure it's working fine. Okay, unable to connect to the IIS. Oh, I don't like this error because we need to remove some caches from the object folder, or sometimes I restart my PC. Okay, this will allows me to not able to debug the issue, but what can I do is, instead of doing that right now, because this is not a good time for this, I can type console.writeLine video detail .comments.count. So just to make sure that there is some comments. Okay, let's run it again. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna check the console. So we can see that there is 2 comments over here. So the problem is in showing the comments in the UI. And in this case, I'm gonna refresh the cache by refreshing the browser using Control F5 to see what's going on. And still, we are not able to see that. And if we go for the comment section over here, or the video, this is the comments list. Okay, well, there is something weird here. Let me check if the problem is from the PFU stack horizontal. So I'm going to use a grid instead of that, just to make sure this is not the issue. Okay. So this one as well. Okay, I'm gonna put it here just for testing. Click save. Oh wow, I get this. Video frame. Let me remove all the stuff from here and all this stuff as well. For the comments, we have all of this component not being rendered. Comments list. So yeah, again, we go back to the questions. Like for the breakpoint, if you are using the final version of Visual Studio, and I haven't used Firefox, I'm always like use Chrome, Edge, Chromium, or if you use like Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome with the latest version of Visual Studio, once you are creating the new project, I don't think there is any steps you have to take to debug this issue. But on Firefox, it's supposed to work. I haven't tried it, but it has to work basically. So we are still getting this very weird issue, like I cannot see the component, and this is wow. If we go ahead, all the component is invisible, and that's so weird. And I think the reason behind that is pages. This one. Because I have changed the folder of the comments. Maybe this could be the issue. I'm going to put it over here. So I'm making a lot of mistakes today. Maybe the internet like lost all my concentration. Okay, cool. We got an error. Let's see what we have. Already contains a definition for comments. Okay. Yeah, this is the error. This is why we have this issue. If I open pages, okay, this one got updated right now. Let's click Save All and run it again. Still got that. Okay, rebuild. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to create a new Razor component from scratch and create its styles. This is one of the bad points of this, that the name of don't have ability to control the name of Blazor.css, the name of the component and the class, because whenever they are there, so I'm just move them to the new created files. I will cut all of this stuff and I will paste it here, save it all, and then I will remove the old ones, because once you removed it or moved it from one folder to another, it's going to be confused with the name of the namespace. So right now in the video, .pages, .comments. Okay, like that. Right now it should work perfectly. See? I'm going to stop this. Just run it again. Okay, cool. I'm just going to refresh this page. Okay, here we go. Right now we can see the comments, and all the issue was just because of when I moved the comments from one place to another. So look at that. Here we can see this comment over here, and I can see like John Smith. This is a comment. This is a comment. This is a reply. All of those are coming from the same user, but as you can see, it looks good. Maybe if we bring them back to put them here, it's just going to look much better. So let's do that before we're done. So I'm going to go to the video, and yeah, I'm just going to write that instead of clicking F5, so it's going to take time. View, stack item, style, width, 60%. So that's 40%. I'm gonna bring all of this, put it here. Just take this part, put it here, click save. Let's observe the command line. So right now it's going to be much better. Basically, so for the comments, I think there is going to be more things to be done, from the styling, from creating the new one, delete and update. Yeah, it's because this session wasn't fit that much. Okay, the video takes much more than what it should, and that's because if we check that, where is the iframe? This is the iframe. So we can remove it. Width like this. Reset style. Width 100%. So yeah, like this one is going to be better, but we need to push it also a little bit to the left. And the comments right now are going to be here. So we can see them here. We need to increase this as well. So let's go to the comments.razor. I'm going to increase that for 700. And for the video page, I will change this one and make style width 80% of the page. Save this one and save this one. Right now it should look better. And we need to manage the style of this one. We need to reduce the padding because you see it's taking too much space. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Not that much, but yeah, still we can see the spaces very well. Let's see how we can design this one to figure out what's going on with this. So for the padding, I think the padding, we should say padding from the left. Should make it about 5 pixels. And we need to add a style for this H1 that we have and this paragraph. Margin bottom 2px or 3px, 5, and we can design this one, margin bottom 2px, maybe it's like that. So this one is much better than what we have, so it doesn't taking that space. So let's go ahead and do that very quick. So let's go to the comment card, comments, comment card, and here I'm going to type margin left only, padding left, sorry, dot comment card 3 bottom -5px, paragraph margin bottom 5px, this one is an H4. Okay, like that. We can save this. For the video, we need to increase that to 95% maybe, and that's it. So basically, like, sorry for the session, we didn't meet any of the goals, but because like was some disruptions and some errors here and there, and we got stuck with moving the comments from one place to another. So then we will have the next session just dedicated on the comments. Maybe I'm going to prepare some stuff to not make the coding session. So right now, yeah, it's looking just very good. Let's try to add more and more comments, just repeated comments. And I will remove this one. Okay. So maybe I will prepare the forms component and this stuff. So I just, in the UI, I just explain what's going to happen. So in this case, we can save much more time, basically. And once we are done from this, we can move to the management part of this project, like adding, uploading a video, and this stuff should be happened by the admins. And one thing also we need to do for the comments is to hide the reply and the new comment form if you are not logged in. So you have to be logged in to be able to comment or reply for any of the videos. And simply, or basically, yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure you are, because it was like not that good. I wasn't satisfied about that, but yeah, unfortunately. So thanks for joining anyway, and probably seeing you in the upcoming Wednesday to complete what we have left in this session. And I hope like you are enjoying this tutorial in general, and you are getting the benefits out of what we have doing. You know how to deal with how to implement communication between components, how you manage the styles, how you manage the client side, like architecture in general, how to try to minimize the code as much as possible, and to leverage like the indicators and the components and the stuff. We are also doing some CSS. So yeah, if there is any questions for what we have done, so please try to post that before we end the session. So it looks like there is no questions. So this leads us to the end of this session. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the upcoming Wednesday. And until then, enjoy your week and the rest of your weekend. Thanks, and bye-bye.